I'm waiting for my other video to upload, and I just realized I never talked about this. When I was this semester, I took Farsi, and I just took it really because it was the only language they had. But actually, I like it. The only problem is like I really don't know how to say anything yet. Well, the semester's over, so I don't know how much more I'm gonna learn, but um, I just never talked about it at all. Like, I really never even mentioned it to anybody. Well, to some people, but um, I don't know how to say anything because the teacher just taught us how to say just vocabulary, but not a lot of verbs. I know how to say uh, man Farsi dostarem. I like Farsi. Um, I wish I was going to make a video talking in the language, but I just don't know what to say. Like, I know how to. I could prepare something, but I just didn't get to the point where I can just talk. So I didn't learn enough verbs. We learned the word to speak, but once, and it didn't get stuck in my brain, because we didn't use it ever. So I wish I could say something, and I'll continue learning it, but I just know how to say I have a headache. Men sardar daram. It's not very useful. Sorry, I'm talking so quiet. It's just I don't know. It's really quiet in my house right now. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad because I was gonna make a video and I just can't think of anything to say. And after the 6-week challenge, I'm going to make a video in all the languages I'm studying because I made one in Georgian already. I could update it, but I don't know how much I improved, so I don't really want to right now. But Moses keeps asking me to do one in Icelandic, and I really want to, but I need to practice a little more, I can say things, but I always forget. I couldn't think of things off the top of my head. I can say, ég heiter Amy, and that's Hebrew. See, I just mix up all the language. Og, ég er frá Bandaríkjunum. That's pretty much the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. But I understand the dialogues I'm listening to. Yeah, so I'll work on that, and then I will make a video, and because I really like that language, and I can make one in Farsi once I think of something to say. Really, I just learned a bunch of random vocabulary, nouns, not even verbs that I can make a sentence out of. So I'll try to think of something right now. I could say من به مدرسه رفتم. That's really not very complex, but I don't even know if that was right. I hope so. But I think I got an A in that class, so I'm just kidding. But I really do want to improve. I know I wasn't going to learn anything if I didn't try to learn on my own. That's what happens with the languages, or with anything actually. If you just go to class but you don't do any of your own work, you're not going to really learn anything. So yeah, I just remembered all the words. It just made me realize, when I was in high school, people always complained about learning grammar and like just memorizing the grammar, and it's really boring and it's really hard and it just doesn't do anything. And for me, I didn't really feel that way. Like it wasn't fun really, but I didn't mind it and I could do it, and it didn't bother me. But now that I started learning on my own, when I went back to that, I realized how right those people were. Like at first it was a shock to me to be back in a classroom and be given a book with just millions of words to just memorize. And I realized like that's really no fun. Those people were right. I just back then I didn't know any other way. I never taught myself anything. So yeah, I don't really know what this video is even about. I guess I just want to talk about my experience learning Farsi, because that's only the third language I've learned at school, and the first one I learned in a university. So yeah, it was a good class, but I mean, it was just like normal. I don't know. I like the teacher didn't really want to like bore us to death and teach us just a bunch of grammar, which is good. But what she tried to do was give us sentences just so we could figure out the grammar from the sentences, but they were too complicated and I couldn't figure them out. And she didn't explain any grammar at all, not even a little bit. So she went a little too far with the no grammar thing, I think. But I don't know, I'm just glad I got to take that class, because they almost didn't have it, but they got some money from some club that would raise money for them. So yeah, I wouldn't have gone to take a language. At my school they have kind of a lot, but it's hard to get them. I could never get a language. They have Spanish, of course, French, Japanese, Armenian. I guess there's a lot of Armenian people where I live, and Farsi, because there's lots of Persian people as well, and Hebrew, obviously, and I mean, because my school is in the valley, and there's lots of like Israeli people and stuff like that. So they have Hebrew, and they don't have Arabic, which is really weird. So there's lots of Arabs. Like probably half the people in my Farsi class were Arabs, and they took Farsi because they didn't have Arabic. So they figured that was this. I guess they want to learn take a class that's really easy or something. But because a lot of those people already spoke Farsi, and almost all of the rest of them spoke Arabic, except for me. So I think they're kind of cheating, but just kidding. But yeah, that was my experience learning Farsi, and I'm sorry I put that Icelandic thing in there. That was just when I didn't know what this video was going to be about. So yeah, I hope I will improve that language, because it's really sad how much I didn't learn. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this wasn't really boring. I mean, I know it was, but I just felt like I should talk about something that I didn't talk about all semester. So yeah, thanks for watching.